and this is Coffee Time with Erika, or Friday's edition, when we are actually beading together. So, I'm really happy to be with you here again, and we will work today, thank you, we will work today on a new bracelet. But before we start, just please let me know in a comment if you can see me, if you can hear me, if you are well, where are you watching from, if you have already prepared your colors. I will wait a bit to see that everyone is here. I'm refreshing in the meanwhile the Facebook page to see if the video started. Oh yes, I can see myself. So I will just share this to the group so you guys notice that we started. Oh, wow. Okay, Young is watching from Maryland. And Angelica is watching from Sweden. Manuela joined us from Germany. Maria is here from Sweden. Welcome, welcome. I hope you are all right. I hope you had a nice week. Hello, Petra. So, this is the third time that we are beading together. Oh, sorry. So this is the third time that we are beading together like this online. Until now, we have been working. The first one was the Vanessa tutorial, the Vanessa bracelet, what we have been working on. And then a week ago, we have been working on the Chandigarh earrings. Actually, the earrings can also become pendant, and many of you did choose that possibility. So it's only the third edition, but it already became such a habit, and it actually became like the highlight of my week. I am already like, on Wednesday, I'm like, oh my God, I'm already like looking forward. One of the biggest motivations is that you guys send me so many nice pictures of your finished jewelry. Already, like after the broadcast, like 5 minutes after the broadcast, I start receiving pictures, and it's great. This one is, for example, from Karen. This is Chandigarh. Then this is from Chilla. I think this is so nice. On Tuesdays, I also have a broadcast. It's more like a talk show, whatever. And yeah, what did I want to say? Never mind. Yeah, yeah, I know. And last Tuesday we were talking about colors with those who were watching the Coffee Time with Erika, and I told you guys that I don't like to use white. And then I saw this pendant made by Chilla. This is the Chandigarh motif made into a pendant, and I just love it. I really love it. I'm not sure that I would be able to make something with white. Still, sorry, I have my limitations, but I really like it. Then I want to show you one more from the Chandigarh. This is by Agnes. She's from Hungary. And in the meanwhile, Gunel, Sarah, Nancy, Ulrike, Judith, Ula, Zuzi, Vania, Lubomira, Eva, Katy, Mirna. Welcome, ladies. I'm really happy that you have time to join me today. I hope you have a coffee or a glass of water, and already your beads are prepared. Before we start, just one more thing. If you don't want to miss broadcast like this in the future, I get a lot of questions that, oh, how can I make sure that I will be there real time next time? Just hit the follow button. The best thing you can do, that you scroll up to the top of my page and select that you want to follow my page. You can also like it, of course, but then it's not for sure that you will actually notice everything, what's going on. And it would be a shame, I think, if you haven't been notified, because, for example, last week, I published this article. It's the title is Beaded Jewels Inspired by India from bead artists all around the world. So it was a really nice collection. And another one, for the 1st of April, we put together a quiz where you can test yourself that how much do you know or how much can you guess about like trivia related to beading designers. It was really fun. I did it already like 2 or 3 years ago. So if you scroll back on the blog, thestorytellingjubiler.com/blog, then you can also find the first part of it, and you can get to know like really funny stuff, like what was the first job of Becky Haley, what's the superpower of Sabine Lippert, or in this year's edition, what is 𝐂𝐈𝐒𝐄 Solomon afraid of? Or you can get to know, for example, that what was the first movie I have ever seen. In like a movie theater, not in the TV. So today we are going to work on the Luiselotte bracelet. In the meanwhile, Anfi, Karen, Eleanor, Sharon joined us. Welcome, ladies. Mona from Canada. So today we are going to work on the Luiselotte bracelet. This is the first version I have made. I have it here. And this is a great project if you have leftover super duos in different colors, because as you see, the bracelet, it builds up from motifs, circles, which are joined one to another. I made 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little motifs. And for one motif, you need only 8 super duos. So even if you have only a little bit of leftover beads, 8 super duos, then it's already enough for one motif. And I would like to encourage you to like be a green beader and try to make the most, even if you have only a little bit. Don't throw anything away. Don't promise me. So, there are different possibilities actually with this motif, with these motifs, which I used for the bracelet. The bracelet is one option, but you can also make, for example, earrings. You can make a small earring using only one motif, or you can make a bit longer one from 2 or 3. I can show you like how, yeah. 2 would be nice, I think. You can also easily attach a drop, for example, or a tassel. I hope you like tassels. I love them. Or, for example, if you join the motifs in a V shape, then it's also possible to make a nice necklace out of it. So, to go one more time over all the material and to double check that we have everything. Here is the list. 1 second. So I have a small size wrist. So I used 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 motifs. I beaded 7 motifs. And what I needed was 56 pieces of SUPERDUO, 56 pieces of 3mm pearls. By the way, some of you were asking that where can you get 3mm pearls? And my web shop, my e-shop, thestorytellingjeweler.com, actually has a very nice selection. So make sure to check it out. We are still doing our best to ship you the packages. Just now, some of the countries where during the last week we had difficulties to ship to, the ban was lifted. So yeah, I encourage you to visit the page if you need some 3mm pearls. Then you also need 50 pieces of 4mm fire polished beads. You will need Swarovski BICONE beads in size 3 for the edge of the bracelet. Then you will need size 11 MIYUKI delicates, and you will need also MIYUKI round seed beads in size 15 and size 11. And in case you want to make a bracelet, then of course a clasp, maybe also an extension chain, and depending on the type of jewelry you want to make, you can also, you maybe need earring hooks, you maybe need a clasp, whatever. So, another Erika joined us, also from Hungary, Georgie and Isa Dominguez. Welcome, ladies. So, I have already seen some very nice color combinations put together in the Storytelling Beading Club, and I will also try to show you mine. Just a sec, what I put together. Yes, so here it is, the second color combination, what I will be making. It will be made of like dark bronze and pink tones. The SUPERDUO beads are ceramic pink. Then I really like this Delica bead. I have some blue, very nice 3mm round burrs, and then some steel colored MIYUKI seed beads and crystal golden shadow BICONE beads. So let's do it. As always, you will need to work with 0.12mm FIRELINE. I just learned today from Margaret, from a comment, for US folks or non-metric folks, it's a 4-pound FIRELINE to make it easy to identify. And I like to use a number 10 or a number 12 beading needle. And I just realized before the broadcast that I can easily put together colors in like 3 minutes for basically all kinds of projects. But the hardest thing for me is to find a straight usable needle. I don't know how are you ladies with that, but all my needles just look horrible. So let's do this. I will show you diagrams and I will walk you step by step through the project. And if you know my style of tutorial writing, then you are already familiar with the sorts of diagrams I draw. And please feel free to ask me any questions and I will do my best to answer everything. So you will need a bit more than a wingspan of the FIRELINE, but it really depends on the size of your bracelet. So yeah, you might need to add some more. And we will start in the middle of the first motif. And as I told you, for one motif, you need 8 pieces of SUPERDUO beads. So please, for the beginning, pick up 8 pieces of SUPERDUOs and then join the working end, the working part and the tail of your thread with a knot. Pull it tight. Leave about like 10 to 12 centimeters of a tail. It's about like 5-6 inches. We will work that in later. And then sew through the first SUPERDUO one more time, and then turn to the opposite direction by sewing through the open hole of the SUPERDUO too. Make sure that that you check that the second holes of the SUPERDUO beads are also open, because that would be a nasty surprise to discover that they are clogged if you already tied a knot. In the meanwhile, Mirna says, looks just like my needle. I'm really glad I'm not alone. And Petra asks, do you use tulip needles? They don't bend so easy. Yeah, thanks, Petra, for asking. I actually started to use tulip needles, and I am very, very happy with them. I will switch completely to tulip needles, but I also have quite a lot of leftovers. And I need to like use them up, use them as long as possible. So that's why I still have like all kinds of bendy needles laying around on my beading table and sometimes on my chair. Karen asks me, are you going to put the pattern on your website? Yes, I am. Just a sec, I will complete this first step and go to the second one, and then I will answer Karen's question. So, second step, you need to fill in 3 mm round beads between the open holes of the SUPERDUO beads. And when you went all around, then please also bead through the first 2 round purrs which you added one more time, and of course the SUPERDUO between them. And yeah, Karen, yes, the broadcast, it will stay online here on Facebook. I will also start a YouTube channel where I will upload all the broadcasts later, the same ones. I will not re-record them, but the same ones will go on YouTube. And the printable PDFs, for a couple of days, they will be available online on my website, just as with Vanessa and just as with Chandigarh. And then the PDF will go away and it will be available as a product for about like €5 in the eShop. So if you want to grab it for free, then head over to the website right away after the broadcast. Actually, it's already uploaded. I was a good girl today and I am very well prepared. Healy, hello Healy. She asks, do they sell straight needles? I think they do, but there must be some kind of mistake, because I have a feeling that like after 5 minutes of beading, all the needles, they just look horrible. Please tell me, ladies, that I'm not the only one, okay? Am I normal? Okay, do you have, ladies, the second step? How is it going? Edward barking in the background. Yeah, okay, I will check back on Facebook also, because I discovered that sometimes the comments don't come through to my... Hello, Edward. Edward is beading with us today. So I will check on the comments. Okay. So Mirna is saying the second step is finished for Ulla too. Let's go for the third one. So your needle should exit now 3 mm round purr, and you are going to pick up the combination of number 15, MIYUKI Delica, and number 15. And you will fill in this group of beads between the round purrs. Always the same between the round purrs. And when you fill in the combinations, this combination all around, then please also pass through the first group of these 3 beads. Then you go through a pearl, and then you go through a number 15 and a delica. Stop beading after after a delica bead, okay? That should be your exit point. Gabi says, mine is a little bit wavy. Can I do something with it at this point? What I advise to do, that I keep it like this with my thumb and my index finger, and I try to make it as flat as possible. And I really regulate my thread tension to make sure that it will not be wavy. For Petra, the combination number 15, MIYUKI Delica, and number 15 again. Pretty much like for the motifs themselves, we will always use number 15. And then when we do the connections, then we will also use number 11 seed beads. So for now and for quite some time, you can, when you see this round grayish beads on the screen, they are always, you can be sure that they are size 15. Hi, Miriam! She says, hello, girls, I am too late. Have fun. I bead it tomorrow. Have fun. Thank you so much for checking in, Miriam. Have a beautiful evening. And then I'm really looking forward to see your color combination next week. Miriam did a very beautiful version of the Chandigarh earrings last week. It was all green and all blue. And since she lives in Switzerland, I'm pretty sure that she was inspired by the beautiful mountains and the sky. Because, yeah, the nature is beautiful in Switzerland. I was there like once. My husband's cousin was there working at CERN for a while, and we were lucky to visit him during our student times, so that was great. Yeah, and don't worry if the motif is a little bit wavy, just like keep straightening it like this. And always like tell me when you are at the end of the step, okay? Then I will know that I have to speed up or I have to slow down. So when you filled in the new combination all around, then bead through the first group what you added, go through a 3mm fire polished bead, then a number 15 seed bead, and a number 11 MIYUKI Delica. Miriam says, thank you, Erika. Switzerland is beautiful, even if we don't live near the mountains. Wow, I somehow had the impression that Switzerland is like all mountains, that you can never be far from mountains. But yeah, I live in the Netherlands currently, so it's funny when we go biking and I use this application to check the distance and like elevation, whatever. And when the max elevation is like +5 meters, then we are very far from mountains. Mirna finished step 3. Let's go for 4. So now, the starting point, you are exiting a delica bead, and please pick up number 15, a 4mm fire polished bead, and another number 15. And then bead through the next MIYUKI Delica, please. And please fill in this same combination all around, always between the MIYUKI Delica beads. And when you finished, then please bead through the first group what you added, bead through the MIYUKI Delica, and then also bead through a number 15 and a fire polished bead. So adding 15 fire polished 15 between the delica beads, and finish by sewing through a fire polished bead. This is a pretty fast project, by the way, even if it's a bracelet and you have to bead a couple of motifs. But when I design something repetitive like this, then I always try to find a way so we can bead it with one piece of thread, and we don't have to, like, after one moment secure the thread, cut, start again securing, and at the end connecting everything. But when you see something designed by me what is made out of repetitive motifs, then I always prefer to find a way to join them with, like, to bead them everything in one piece. And Gabi, at this point, the motif already should be a lot flatter. Please, a lot more flat. Like, please let me know that how does it look like, okay? And everyone, please tell me that how do you like it? If you can follow, how fast does it go? If you need any. Vanya, I don't have 3mm. I'm using 4mm, so the SUPERDUO are loose in the middle of the initial circle. Suggestions. It's tricky when you switch to a different size. Like, usually when you switch to a different shape, but of the same size, then it's great. But with this different size, it can be tricky. Let me think a bit. I would maybe try starting with 6 SUPERDUOs. But now I am just guessing because I can't test it. Maybe if you have 3mm fire polished beads, that would be a better substitute. Okay, Gabi says that she's all right, that it's all good now. Thanks. Thanks for confirming, Gabi. I'm so happy that you joined us today. I missed you a lot. We used to talk in the past, and then for a while not, and now Gabi is back, and I'm really happy about it. Sharon says she has to rip a bit. Don't worry. Don't worry. Even if you get a little bit behind, then you can always just go back and forth in the video once it's done. So, oh, Maria has a suggestion. Number 8 seed bead for 3mm beads. Thanks. That's a great one. I don't have a lot of number 8s at home, so I always forget about them. It's so nice that we are doing this together, and we put our knowledge together and all experiences. And oh, I love this. Hilly says hers is also all right. Great. Caroline, thank you for this awesome video. How are you getting the diagram, and do you live beading at the same time? Well, I found this application, and yeah, it's like a broadcasting application for Facebook and also for YouTube. It's called Be Live, and for the professional version, you can do cool stuff like this. And I found out about okay, I will walk you to the next step because several of you already finished number 4, and then I will continue. So 5, and this is the connection. This is how we do the connection between the motifs, because the first motif, except the very edge which we do at the end, is already done. So exiting a fire polished bead, and now please pick up number 15, MIYUKI Delica, number 15. Then a round pearl, and then a SUPERDUO. And we kind of want to anchor the SUPERDUO to make it tight. So what we do is that we bead through the second hole. I had a knot, but okay, it's good. We bead through the second hole, then we bead through the first hole and the second hole again. So it's like, it stays in place. Tell me when it's done and if it's understandable. Yeah, so I am planning to like do it even better, because I'm a bit of a freak into like always trying to find like better and better solutions. So I would also love to show you my hands. I already bought a kind of a holder for my camera so you can see my hands, but I found out that the program has a third level for even more money, and then I can add the second camera, so I have to do some more research. So you say Nancy is done. Yeah, okay, that was number 4. Angelica has the number 5. I will wait a bit more for a couple of people to finish this 5th step to make sure that you guys understand. I'm also very happy that 𝐊�H𝐿𝐿𝐿 is with us. 𝐊𝐿𝐿 was one of my customers from my bead shop times from Slovakia. And it's like unbelievable when I think about it, that already like, how many years passed? Do you remember, 𝐊𝐿𝐿, how many years passed since I don't have the bead shop anymore? The bead shop exists, but it has new owners. It's like 5, I think. Yeah. Okay, Gunnar, Anna, Anfi, Eleanor, done. Okay, let's go to number 6 then. And I will put both steps. I will leave both steps here. And you are exiting a SUPERDUO now. And please pick up 7 more SUPERDUOs, and together with the one which you fastened in the previous step, please make a circle. It will be a circle identical to the one from the first step. And since this time, we will not tie a knot, but we want to secure the circle, then please bead around the first holes of the SUPERDUO those holes of the SUPERDUOs, which will be closer to the middle of the circle. Please bead around 2 times altogether. Then picking them up, join them into a circle, and then 1 more time. Then Sharon needs number 4, so I will put back number 4. And please tell me if the illustrations are too small this way, okay? So make sure it's 8. 8 SUPERDUOs. Yeah, 𝐊𝐿𝐿 says that she will not make step 5 and 6 because she will make earrings. That's a great idea. Then actually, I will just tell you how to continue, so then you can bead the second piece to make a pair. So between the fire polished beads, 𝐊𝐿𝐿, please add number 15, BICONE number 15. Okay, Sharon is done with number 4. Okay, so 5 and 6 are now on the screen. Please tell me if anyone has a question or you need to go back, you need more information, whatever. I think we are really getting the hang of this online beading together, right? Kata, are you here? I haven't seen you checking in yet, but I know that you already put together your colors. You were writing me a minute before the broadcast, but I haven't seen you checking in yet. So, ladies, when you went all around the circle of SUPERDUOs, then finish by sewing through the SUPERDUO on top of the pearl, and then turn downwards, turn to the opposite direction by sewing through the outside hole of the SUPERDUO. I always call the holes which are closer to the middle inside holes, and those which are closer to the edge of the motif outside holes. I hope it's grammatically correct in English. Please tell me if it's not. So anyways, please bead through both holes of the SUPERDUO. Make like a U-turn, make a U-turn if possible. Then bead through the pearl, which we picked up in the 5th step. And please also pass through the SUPERDUO, the outside hole of the SUPERDUO, which we picked up in number 5. And Amy joined us, Amy Blevins of Bead and Glass Boutique. I'm very happy that you are here, Amy. Thanks for joining us. How are you these days? Carolyn said, inside and outside makes perfect sense. Thanks, thanks. Sometimes I'm so confused because, yeah, English is my third language, and all these languages, they affect one another, and sometimes I say stuff which I'm pretty sure that it's correct, and then people are looking at me like, So tell me if you have number 6, okay? Like, I write my tutorials in English always, and I write them in English for like 6 years now. Before I used to write them in Hungarian and Slovak. And all this time, no one told me that the abbreviation CCA, it doesn't mean anything in English. And then I realized that I took it from Slovak probably. In English, you say approx, like approximately. Whatever. Oh, and Vanya says, putting a 15 in between each SUPERDUO, the initial circle works with 4 millimeter. Thank you very much. That's great to know. I think like all of us will, like, after finishing this, all of us will start to make like even bigger motifs using your trick. Amy says, doing well, thank you. I'm happy to see you again this week. Thanks, Amy. I'm also very happy that you are here. Angelica says, step 6 is done. Karen says, your patterns are very well written and easy to follow. Thank you so much. That's really important for me. And Cecilia also have 6 done. So I will hide 5 and I will put 7 on the screen. Where is 7? Where is 7? So here we are actually doing the same as at the beginning, that we are going to fill in 3 millimeter round pearls all around the motif, in between the outside holes of the SUPERDUOs. And Mirna says, have you heard anything from Emma Watson? I don't know if everyone saw my April the 1st prank. Well, check back on it. Check back on it if you haven't seen it yet. Emma didn't tell me yet that she wants to be the face of the storytelling brand, but I'm waiting a phone call. Like any moment it can ring, right? Oh, Ulla Craig the SUPERDUO, that's such a nuisance. Yeah, be careful. Even if these shaped beads are like bigger and they look sturdier, they can still be pretty fragile. That's the word. So, and when you are filling in the beads, the pearls between the SUPERDUOs, then you will get to the point where there is already a pearl picked up in step 5. So at that point you just pass through that bead and then you continue. Okay, I also nearly cracked the SUPERDUO. When you have a feeling that you are going to crack a bead, sometimes you just know in the back of your mind that, yeah, this will crack. Then try to, if you can, then try to switch to a thinner needle or a more flexible one. Like, even if it takes a bit of a time. I have some super tiny thin needles. They are a pain in the ass to work with because they are too thin actually, but I keep them nearby just for the sake of like passing through a tricky hole. And then I put back the thread in the original needle so I can continue faster. Hey Christiane! Welcome. And ladies, tell me when you finished number 7, okay? Sarah says, really like the diagrams, easy to follow, finished with 7. Great. I will wait for a couple more people to finish. I will use the time to drink coffee. Oh, I didn't have time for my coffee. Be slower, people. Auntie Angelica Elinor finished. So I take down 6 and I put number 8. So you are exiting now a 3mm round pearl again. So I guess you already know what are we going to do. So we are going to fill in the combination of number 15, MIYUKI Delica, and number 15, the pearls. But when we reach the point where the connection is like half made, it's a bit like it's hanging, one motif is hanging from another, then at that point, to complete the connection between the two motifs, you exit the pearl, you pick up only a number 15, and then you bead through the MIYUKI Delica and the other number 15, and then you continue to the pearl. And let me know if you need more explanation. And bead slower, I need coffee. I'm just joking. Vania, the pattern, you can find it at thestorytellingjeweler.com/Luiselotte. I will put the link for you here so you can print it. Vania got a little bit behind, so I can't put that many illustrations on the screen, but since I'm so well prepared today, then she can already print the instructions. I'm so proud of myself. That's actually something what I never used to say in the past, like I'm proud of myself. And I have a feeling that in the past I couldn't appreciate like the little things that much and couldn't tap myself on the shoulder. And yeah, some of you know that I actually went through a pretty bad phase of depression. And afterwards, I really needed to learn how to do this. And it's so important. Please do that. Please tap yourself on the shoulder. You put together, I'm sure you put together a great color combination. You are beading from a live video. Please tap yourself on the shoulder. Yeah, let me know, Vanya, if you could download it, okay? And when you added the groups of 15 delica and 15 all around the motif, and you completed the connection between the two motifs, then after the last new group, please bead through the first group what you added. I don't like to start adding new beads already like at the first possible occasion. I always like to pass through, in similar cases, I always like to just pass through the first new group, and I always start to add new beads after the second group. And this way, you will not pull on the beads on the first group, and you will not deform the motif. Ula needs some explanation for the connection. So when you reach, I will put down number 7 so you see number 8 better. When you see, reach this bead at the connection, you go through the pearl. Then you pick up number 15, and then you bead through the delica and the second number 15, what you picked up when we made this little connection. And then you continue to the pearl. Please tell me if it helped you. That instead of 3 new beads, you just pick up 1 new bead, and then you use 2 out of the 3 beads what we added. Mona, thank you very much for your kind words. And please someone confirm that this was clear. Coffee in the meanwhile. The coffee mug I am using, it's like, I really love this coffee mug. And those of my beading friends who are from the Netherlands, then they might see this as something familiar. And yeah, it's indeed, it's a vintage Dutch coffee mug, barely 250 years old. It was hand painted in Maastricht. And there is a very, very nice, cute little hidden shop very close to where I live, with a lady who used to work for some of the big porcelain manufacturers in the Netherlands in the past, and I bought this coffee mug from her, and I love it. It's not Delft blue. Mirna says it's Delft blue. It looks like Delft blue, but it was made in Maastricht, not in the city of Delft. So that's the difference. Okay. Nancy Ula said it's clear. Lisa is writing me in German. And I don't speak German. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry, Lisa. Please write to me in English, Dutch, Slovak, Hungarian, not in German. Okay, Vanya could download the file in the meanwhile. Great. And Hilly says, I really, Kat, that's for you. And Edward. Hilly says, I really love the little steps at the background. Oh, Aniko tells me that that there is some like 2 parallel dimensions, and I don't see all the comments. I know what's the reason, ladies. This is my fault. This is my fault because after starting, I shared the video into the group, and you are commenting and watching in the group while the broadcast is fixed on the video, which is on the page, and the comments are not joined into one line. I'm so sorry. Please come to the page. Everyone, if you are in the storytelling beading group, then please come to the page, and then then I will be able to comment, and I will be able to see. Okay, I have a feeling that there is something wrong with Liesel, but I don't understand. And yeah, please, someone who speaks German, please tell me what is Liesel, what is her question? Okay, I would love to help her. Barbara joined us in the meanwhile. Hi, Barbara. And Barbara, if you have a second and you see what Liesel wrote, could you please translate it for me? Because I don't have a clue. And ladies, if you need the next step, this was number 8. How are you doing? I can put already number 9 on the screen. Yeah, Anna says that 8 is done. So in step number 9, you will fill in the combination of number 15, fire polished, and number 15 between the Delica beads. Oh, Amy, thank you so much. She says that Liesel cannot hear. I'm afraid that that's a problem on her side. Oh, you say that sometimes you do not have voice. That's, I will pour my, thank you very much for translating, ladies. I pulled my computer closer, and actually then I just decided that I will buy a microphone. Thank you for your patience, Liesel. I will buy a microphone to make this better, okay? I'm sorry for the problems. So in number 9, you will need to pick up the combination of number 15, fire polished bead, and number 15, and you fill in this combination of 3 beads between the MIYUKI Delica beads. And once you reach the connection between the 2 motifs, then you will pick up only one number 15, then you pass through the fire polished bead, which is part of the previous motif, and the number 15, which is hanging from it, and also the MIYUKI Delica. And then you continue, after the Delica, you continue adding 15, fire polished 15. So, Amy, I didn't even know that you speak German. That's great. Jenny's joined us. Tinker Pearl joined us. Liesel, if you need the first and the second step, I'm afraid we are like very, very far away. What you can do now, that please go to this page. And if I put everything on the screen, then I'm afraid that it will be very small and confusing. So here is the link for the PDF. And you can download the PDF and print it for yourself, so you can catch up anyway. Amy says it was Google Translate. Oh, okay. Yeah, the broadcast doesn't allow me actually to copy the text from here, so I don't know. I still have to like learn all the little tricks. Kerstin says that she could hear me all the time, so it might be like something with Facebook. Yeah. Anyway, I will look into like how can I make this better with a microphone or whatever. Anyway, because I'm pretty sure that even if the corona crisis ends, like the first idea to do these live videos were to like ease the loneliness during separation, but I'm pretty sure that I would like to continue this live bead togethers even after the crisis is done. So I really want to look into possibilities how to make this better. So, is this step clear? Can you please confirm it to me that you are beading it? Okay, Eleanor confirmed that it's done. Great. Yeah, the goal is to finish by passing through the fire polished bead exactly opposite of the connection between the first and second motif. Katalin says, I'm hearing you well. I think it can also be the local internet connection. That's I think, like, that might really be the issue. And I believe you about technical stuff. That you are the one to know what can be wrong. So ladies, I see that number 9 is done. I'm a bit behind. I'm talking again so much. So I need to get to the point. Don't worry. I'm very close. So I need to get to the point where I'm exiting the fire polished opposite of the connection. But actually, at this point, we will just repeat and repeat. And we will make as many motifs as we need for like a long earring or a bracelet, whatever. So I will put on the screen the steps to make the connection. I think this will be useful. And this will be useful. Just tell me if you need anything else. Just please keep repeating that you are exiting a fire polished bead opposite of the connection, and then you pick up number 15, Delica number 15 and SUPERDUO. You anchor the SUPERDUO, then you make this little circle of the 8 SUPERDUO beads. Don't forget to bead around 2 times, and then you are filling in the beads on the edge. Kata says she loves this. I'm very happy. I'm very happy, Kata, and I'm really looking forward to see your colors. Barbara says she's tired. She will download the pattern. Please do that. Please do something nice for yourself. Please have a nice warm drink, get a good rest, and show us your bracelet next week or during the weekend. And one more time the link, of course. Steps in the background again. So during these bead togethers, I will try to stick to bead shapes, which you very probably have at home already. So even if you can't go to your local bead shop, or the post or the shipping, well, unfortunately, it's not that fast these days. Then I try to select bead shapes which you might already have in your stash, so you can start beading with me right away. And while during the past weeks, I was focusing on 𝐻𝐸DUO beads. Sorry, beading in the meanwhile. I was focusing on 𝐻𝐸DUO beads, but last week, well, yeah, 𝐻𝐸DUO. There were no SUPERDUOs in Chandigarh. So in the first two patterns, I was focusing on 𝐻𝐸DUO beads. Then from this week, I will focus on SUPERDUOs, because according to my little research in the Storytelling Beading Club, that's a bead shape which a lot of people have at home. Amy says, shipping is a little slow here in the US since commercial air flights have slowed down. Yeah, same for us, and it's changing every day. But sometimes it happens that, for example, the post office doesn't even accept a parcel to a specific country, but then a day later it's possible. So it's a bit confusing, everything, but we need to be patient these days. This is such an exercise to learn more patience. And I think if the price for surviving all this is only to wait a bit more, let's be it. I hope that all of you and your loved ones will stay healthy, will get everything what you need. So that's the most important. First beads after the connection, Gunnel is asking. So first you need to make this SUPERDUO circle, then you fill in 3mm round beads between the outside holes of the SUPERDUOs. Then after the pearls, you fill in combination of 15, Delica, and 15. Marielle says, I am just watching today, did not have enough beads. I love the design, so it will be on my to-do list. Yay! Yeah, just chat with us then and show us your colors later. Amy, you are correct. Patience is a virtue, and if that's all we have to do, we should be okay. Exactly. Let's be patient, and let's hope that together we will get through this. Kerstin, I have so much trouble designing for SUPERDUOs. Mini duos are 100 times easier for me. That's so funny. That's I love mini duos. I love how they look like. They are so super tiny and cute, and they come in beautiful colors, but somehow, I don't know what's the reason, but I think I have used them only one time. I like them. I don't have, don't be mistaken, I don't have anything against mini duos, but somehow it's just not it for me. who knows? Yeah, I if I compare it, then I have like, I don't know, 15, 20 designs with SUPERDUOs. I don't have a number, but a lot. But with mini duos, only that one. Mirna, I have my first earring done. I will finish the other one tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye. Mirna, thank you for beading with me. And I'm really looking forward to see your earrings. Oh, I think Mirna was the one who really believed like my Emma Watson prank. And she's a fan of, I think it was you, Mirna, but correct me if I'm mistaken. She's a huge fan of Harry Potter and also her daughters. And yeah, sorry. And Kerstin says, haha, I have used SUPERDUOs one time. No, SUPERDUOs are great. We should like make a battle of mini duos and SUPERDUOs. Like, I don't know, between you and me, and like, let's put some beads on the bead mat, and who can come up faster with this design, you with the mini duos or I with the SUPERDUOs? And then like, I think that can be the challenge. And don't remember please remember that when you get to the connection between the two motifs, then please remember that you need to do this trick that you pick up only a number 15. So don't double the beads. Lubka says that the PDF does not work for her. But yeah, I tested it already, that it has to work, and Vanya already downloaded it. So what you need to do, Lubka, is you fill in your first name, you fill in your email address, you hit the button, and then you need to check your email address. And there will be an email to confirm your address. And when you push the button in that email, then you get the PDF. Koreana, hi. She says, I was there right from the start, but apparently on the wrong page. I'm so sorry. I have almost finished 2 elements, downloaded and printed the tutorial. See, it works. And have to go now. Thanks a bunch, Erika. You are just super. Thank you so much, Koreana. And I am looking forward to see your colors. And take care. And see you at least online soon. Kerstin, good thing you can teach me how to use the big ones. And I have to try your tutorial with the small ones. I actually have a bunch of mini duos, so it would be great. Kerstin is, by the way, from Sweden. And every year she's organizing a super nice event called BEADING in Stockholm. And last year I had the honor of being the masterclass teacher, and it was great. Like, it was such a nice, beautiful BD experience with about like 130, 150 beaders. It's like my kind of crazy. And we were beading all day and drinking coffee all day. And yeah, it was great. And I thank you so much, Kerstin, for having me there last year. Sarah says she was there. Yeah. And many of the ladies who are beading with us today, they were actually at the Swedish Bead Along. And last year it was like a even bigger celebration, because it was the 5th time that Kerstin organized this. And we were beading together for 5 days instead of the usual 3. Vanya says there are some more tricks with the motifs when you want to change it for the 4mm pearls. Kerstin says, we loved having you in Stockholm that bead along. And I loved being there. It was super nice. Thank you so much. I had a wonderful time. How are you doing, ladies, with the motifs? How many motifs have you beaded already? Sarah still haven't beaded the vanitas. She bought the tutorial in Stockholm. It was 2019 September. I will ask you every time when we meet here on these Fridays. Sarah, have you beaded the vanitas already? I will not let you go until you started it at least. Angelica has 4, Eleanor has 3. Okay. And I encourage you, ladies, anywhere you see Sarah in a beading group, ask her about vanitas. Gunnar asks, what was the step after the super duos? The circles, 3, between, sorry, I'm just reading the comments in between and I'm laughing. Yeah, don't worry, Sarah. I hope nobody will harass you. So yeah, between the outside holes of the super duo 3mm pearls. Cecilia, just to making something strange that I have to fix. It happens. Don't worry. Hilly, I made a small earring. Thank you for a nice afternoon together. Thank you for beading with me, Hilly. Take care and see you next week, hopefully. Don't forget to download the PDF. Liesel says, es ist total schön. I understand schön. Danke schön, Liesel. Yeah, I can put together something from German thanks to Dutch. My Dutch is also far from perfect, but something I understand, not a lot, but yeah, at least something. The perks of being, well, multicultural being. Yeah, I really like this, being part of several different cultures. Like, I grew up as a Hungarian in Slovakia as a part of a minority, and many of my friends, they were like, oh my god, I'm not a Hungarian, I'm not a Slovak, like, you have this kind of double identity, but you don't have 100% of either. But for me, it's like, not that I don't have the full of it, but I have like everything, and it's great, and I love it. Amy, it is really nice to see how much joy you are beading. Wonderful, it's so good in this crazy time. These ladies, these Friday afternoons, these are the days of normalcy, the time of normalcy in my life. I forget about all the stuff happening, all the challenges, all the crises, worldwide and on a personal level, and I'm just beading, and it's great to be here with you. And if you saw my face going for a second, then the reason is that I noticed that in my fourth motif, I already joined the SUPERDUOs, but I forgot to add the pearl between the seed beads and the SUPERDUO. Going back. So yeah, Cecilia, don't worry, you are not the only one who has to rip something apart. Mariella, PDF, I will put the link again. So I don't know, the ladies who are watching from the group, the Facebook group, if you manage to come here to the page. I'm so sorry about the confusion. I thought like, oh, I'm doing a good thing by sharing the video, the broadcast to the group, so everyone notices. But yeah, I didn't expect this flow with the comments. I'm so sorry. And I will check the download. If I can see that the ladies managed to download it, the program shows me the statistics. Yeah, great. Okay. I just want to make sure that it all works well. It's also one of the things what I really enjoy about this Friday afternoons and the times when I'm getting the photos of the finished jewelry, that, you know, like, even if I work as a full-time beader, I never, ever, ever have enough time to bead a design in as many colors as I can imagine it, or in as many variations as there would be possible. But if we do it together, then I have like this feeling of satisfaction that, yay, I didn't have time for a turquoise yellow version, but someone beaded it for me. Like, yeah, I can see the design made in this color. Or like, yeah, I don't have enough beads for a full purple version in all different kinds of shades of purple. But yeah, this beader made it and it looks great. And it's a wonderful thing to see the designs coming alive this way. It's like, yeah, I always bead it in a couple of colors to test it, but then writing a tutorial, making sure that it's correct, and also like drawing the diagrams, it takes a lot of time and it takes away time from my precious beading time. So it's great. Thank you so much for beading with me and doing all these amazing color combinations and variations. I always mention a couple of possibilities, but you can always, of course, like go even further and do even more variations. Like last week, a friend from Sweden, 𝐓𝐎𝐻𝐿𝐒𝐄, she made a very nice necklace out of the Chandigarh motif. She added some more strands, whatever, and it looked really great. Lisa, okay, I will try to go to Facebook and copy it from there to understand it. Oh, I touched my face. Sorry, but I'm at home. I don't go anywhere. Justin says, I love making kits. That way I can combine the colors even though I can't bead them all. That's true. That's true. Like making kits, that's one thing what I really like to do, especially if I have enough time to actually send a kit to my friend who is my proof beader. So then I can reduce the time and she beads it for me. But sometimes there is just lack of time and I end up beading all the color variations. And yeah, I like to bead it twice, for example, but then I would love to pass it on so I can design a new one. My mind is like constantly like full of ideas, and it's very like I also like to immerse myself in a design, but then my mind is also like moving fast and bead more, design more. So it's sometimes hard to find the balance. Lupka says, Dear Erika, I made 2 motifs. As soon as I finish my earrings, I will share a photo. Great, Lupka. I am looking forward. Just remember that during the broadcast, you will not be able to share a photo here in the comments. That's a limitation of the program I use. But right after, you can share a photo in the on my wall, on the wall of the page, or you can share a photo in the Storytelling Beading Club. And you will be able to share the photo in a comment after the broadcast has finished. And 𝐊�H𝐃𝐄 joined us. 𝐊𝐻𝐃𝐄 is also a very nice customer and friend from Slovakia. Lupka says, Erika and ladies, it was a pleasure beading with all of you. Bye and hope to see you soon. Lupka, take care, stay strong. I'm looking forward to your picture and see you hopefully next week. And ladies, I would like to introduce you 𝐊𝐻𝐃𝐄. You can see her as Vladimira between the comments. Actually, if you visit my blog, the storytellingjeweler.com/blog, and you scroll back a bit, then you will find an interview with her. She is a jewelry maker, and 𝐊𝐻𝐃𝐄 works mainly. Actually, beads are her real ex, as far as I know, and her job when she's making jewelry, she works with traditional silversmithing techniques and goldsmithing techniques. And her specialty is that she likes recycling, is very important for her. And if you send her your old jewelry, or for example, something what you inherited, then she can reshape it, remake it for you into a new jewel. Because sometimes it can happen that, yeah, you loved your great aunt, but the pair of earrings she left you, it's just not your style. And this way, 𝐊𝐻𝐃𝐄 makes sure that she uses like the exact amount what you send her, so nothing will go to waste. She doesn't need to add anything, so it will be like the exact same material from the old jewel, but she will make it your style. And I really, really love 𝐊𝐻𝐃𝐄. Could you please put your contact info into a comment? Because I'm pretty sure that the ladies would love to check out your page and the wonderful work you do. Actually, I was going through my stones these past days. We are preparing a surprise for you. That's the reason. And a couple of years ago, I purchased a pair of Sleeping Beauty turquoise stones from America, and they were pricey, but they are so beautiful. And my intention was always to like ask 𝐊𝐻𝐃𝐄 one day to make me something nice with those turquoise stones. So I hope that soon we can get to it. It would be wonderful. Andrea says she also has some problem with the PDF. Andrea, please put in your name, your email address, and then it should there should be an email coming to your inbox. Then you click on the link and the PDF will open. Or can you please send me a screenshot? And please, ladies, like, oh. Kerstin is telling me like there is some problem with the page. I have already tested it and some people downloaded it, so it's very, very strange that what's happening. I open it quickly in an incognito window to test it. Can you please send me a screenshot to my email? What do you see? I don't understand. Like, I can open it. So please, someone send me an email with a screenshot and I will solve the trouble later. I would really be grateful if you visited my website for downloading the PDF afterwards during the weekend, if I can look into the problem. And please take a look all around. And yeah, I will solve it. Thanks, Aniko, for the screenshot. Ula says she has an internet connection problem, but she managed to download the PDF. And I know that Vania also. So, Kata, thanks. This technological stuff. Always like, even if I double check everything, there is always something happening. Okay, Kerstin says it was a bit slow now, but I could open your page. Actually, I think it's like connection. Ah, okay. Yeah. Kata, thanks for the link. It seems that Facebook is messing it up. Kelly is asking if it's possible to save this session. You don't need to save this. Just come back anytime to my page when you want to watch it. I will not delete these sessions. I don't plan to. You can always come back. Just make sure to download the PDF during the weekend because it will be available for free for a limited time only. Kelly, please, if you missed the beginning, then print the PDF and you can still join us now. You don't have to wait for the broadcast to end and then go back to the beginning. You can join us now if you print the PDF, or if you don't have time now, then you can always just rewatch it. Andrea, it has to work. Like, I think it's something with your connection, because it works for half of the people, and there are some who doesn't, for whom it doesn't. So it's really strange. At the moment, I can't do anything. I would really appreciate it, ladies, like if you visited the website during the weekend again, and if you downloaded the PDF directly from there. In the meanwhile, Vlachka told us her email, Vlachka copied her page here. It says, here is my Facebook page, dear ladies. If you wish to see some of my silversmithing work, then check out facebook.com/wishfishjewelry. And wish wish, because she can make more than 3 of your wishes come true. So if you are looking for a special gift for someone, or if you would like to give a gift for yourself, then remember Vlachka. She's great. And she says, Erika, I must say, this is so nice time spent with you, even when I'm not reading at this time. You are such a nice entertainer. Thank you so much, Vlachka, for being here with us. It's so nice to connect again. Like, this is the part of like being a bead shop owner, what I, in the traditional meaning, what I really miss, that I miss you all. It was so nice to meet you personally, regularly. Lubka also sent me an email. Great. Anfi has to go. Have a nice weekend, Anfi. Also, I think Cecilia. Take care, ladies. And see you next week. I will make one more motif, and then I will show you how to actually finish the bracelet, okay? Tinker Pearl, thank you so much for this wonderful time. I have to leave now. Take care. Bye-bye. Take care also. Have a nice weekend, and I am looking forward to your photos. And I made a mistake with my first connection, but continued and got it right in the second one. Great. I ran out of 15s and had to use another color, so I will need to strip out the beads and redo it, but I am enjoying the session. That's good to hear. Yeah, like even if we don't need a lot of seed beads for this one, but still it's eating up a bit of 15s. And at the end we will add some 11s. So I am making my last SUPERDUO circle. In the meanwhile, by the way, you can let me know what would you like to bead next week. Shall I design a pendant? So shall I design a bracelet? Or earrings again? Just tell me in a comment. This is the time to influence me. Kerstin, dinner time in Sweden. See you later, friends. Thank you for doing this, Erika. So generous. Thank you for being here, Kerstin. It's so lovely to like stay connected. It's funny because like you would expect like during these times of isolation, people, well, get isolated. But I have a feeling that with a lot of my beading friends, we actually got a lot more connected than before. So I think it's great. And oh my God, I try to remember enjoy your dinner in Swedish. It's something with, it's really similar to Dutch. In Dutch, it's eet smakelijk. Smakelijk. Oh, I will not remember. I'm sorry, Kerstin. Enjoy your dinner. Smakelijk maaltijd. Smakelijk maaltijd. I will drink my fika. Nancy is with her 5th motif. Vanya started 8. Nancy would like to do a pendant. Vanya would like to have something with 4mm beads. Yeah, I know, like everywhere I used 3mm and you kept writing me like, I have 4mm. I promise you I will make a pendant And it will have 4mm round beads, so you can use up your beads what you have at home. Lisa, send me an email, please, okay? And I will sort this out after the broadcast. Petra would also like a pendant or bracelet. It will be a pendant this time then. We have already beaded a bracelet. We have made the earrings, then bracelet again. Let's do a pendant. What do you think, ladies? Yeah, Katalin helped me out. 𝐍𝐿𝐂𝐋𝐒 malted. Yeah. Last year, in October, we were traveling around in Tanzania a little bit, and we went to the island of Zanzibar. And in the northernmost tip of the island, in a small village called Nyungwe, there we found a very nice little guest house run by two ladies. And yeah, they were Swedish. And thanks to my knowledge of a couple of Swedish words from last year, from the Swedish bead along, I could impress them with my fancy knowledge of fika and talk. Claire also says that she would like to have a pendant. Yeah. Let's say it's a date. Next week, Friday, Central European time, it's 5 o'clock. We will meet here again for a pendant, and you can already start thinking about the colors of 4mm round beads you have, because I will design something for Vania for her 4mm beads. Susie, oh, you are still beading. Yep. Family says, hi, I just finished the bread and we go have dinner. I will be in touch. Thank you for this beautiful design, Erika. Stay safe and healthy, everyone. Thank you for checking in, Susie. Enjoy your dinner. Say hi to everyone. Hug everyone. Love you guys. And see you soon. Ladies, if anyone has trouble with the PDF, send me an email to erika@thestorytellingjeweler.com, okay? Oh. You're very welcome, Lisa. I will do my best to sort out the problem and to get the PDF to everyone. Yeah, and stay healthy, everyone. Follow the regulations. Let's take this as like, we are slowing down. We learn to be patient. Instead of running around, we take a moment to step back, to appreciate what we have at home, to appreciate the people we live with, or the people we can call to still spend some time together, or the people we can bead with. Because no one has to bead alone. And I would like to also tell you a bit about the Storytelling Beading Club, since I mentioned it so frequently. Kiki says, it's been so nice to participate, but my husband tells me that dinner is served. Better listen to him. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me here, Kiki. It was lovely to have you here. 𝐍𝐿𝐂𝐋𝐒 malted to both of you. And see you next week. Kiki, she participated. I had 7 workshops in Sweden last year, 6 different ones. One I did twice, and she participated in all 6 of them. She was so sweet, always sitting on my right-hand side. Elinor says, you must have a really tiny wrist. I have done 5 motifs and have to do another 3 or 4, but after dinner, since my kids have prepared food. Yeah, I'm kind of tiny in this land of giants here in the Netherlands. I feel weird sometimes. So here I have my 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 motifs. And yeah. Thank you so much for the pattern and this nice time spent with you all. Thank you for beading with us, Elinor. Have a nice evening. So, about the Storytelling Beading Club. It's a Facebook group, and it's a closed Facebook group for my customers. So everyone who have bought at least one pattern or some beads or whatever from me, they can join the club. When you find the club on Facebook, then please join it, and then you will be asked some questions. You can fill in your email address so we can get in touch with you. You will be asked what kind of tutorials you have bought from me, and yeah, something about your beading experience. Katalin asks, where are we going to travel in April with you after pearl hunting in the Middle Age and India? I will announce it next Tuesday already. On Tuesday, I'm coming with the next coffee time with Erika, and I will tell you more on Tuesday. Everything is prepared. When did we add the BICONEs? Sharon is asking. We will add them now. I have 5 motifs now. It will not be enough for a bracelet. I will attach the clasp later, but I will show you the part with the BICONE beads. I hope you don't mind if I take down the illustrations. So, where is it? Where is it? Yeah, so we will add, the goal is to exit a fire polished bead on the edge of the bracelet, and then we will add the combination of number 15 bicone bead and number 15 between the fire polished. But when we reach a fire polished, which is at the, like, close to the, next to the connection between 2 motifs, then here at this part, we don't add this combination, but we will add only a number 11 round bead, round seed bead. So always just remember that at the connections, you go all around the bracelet with your needle, and at the connections, you always add a number 11 seed bead between the fire polished, and at all the other places, you will add the group of number 15, bicone, number 15 between the fire polished ones. Please confirm if this was clear. Someone, please tell me. I always want to make sure that it's clear that what should we do. And yeah, back to Katalin's question. I have a personal challenge in 2020, and every month I'm focusing on one specific type of material, and I'm focusing on one specific source of inspiration. So yeah, in January was like everything was starting up still, but I was like evaluating everything what I have done in 2019. I was making plans, and I decided that I will step out of my comfort zone. So I invited beaders to also step out of their comfort zone with me and do something what they have never done before. And in February, the real thing have begun. And in February, I was focusing, I had this something special in my heart. That was like the source of the inspiration. And every one of my designs, they contained pearls, glass pearls in my case. I love freshwater pearls, but yeah, it's not so easy to design with them when it comes to bead weaving, since we need to have very regular shapes and sizes. And then in March, my source of inspiration was India, my beloved India. That was my first ever journey, like outside of Europe, and it influenced me in every possible way, my personality, how I create, what I do, what I like. It was really like, it was a life-changing trip. So in March, I was focusing on India, and every one of my designs, they contained metal filigree components. I think like metal filigrees, they really bring back the mood of India. They remind me of like the windows, the stonework windows with this delicate patterns. So that's why I chose metal filigrees. And back to the club, that always the people in the storytelling beading club, they are the ones to know if I have something special going on. I have a lot of one-of-a-kind material in my e-shop, so they get first tips when I upload something. And yeah, they can also share pictures there and ask all the questions they have. That's actually like the best place to ask questions, the Storytelling Beading Club. If something is not clear about my designs, or if you need an advice about your color combination, then always just post a picture and I will answer as soon as I can. And I can tell you that the atmosphere in the group is really good. And I can vouch for the members that they will also help you out if they can. Bye, Kathy. It was really nice having you, and please send me a picture when you are done. Or many pictures if you do many color combinations. And in April, a new theme is coming and a new material what I will focus on. And I will announce every Tuesday. I also have a Facebook Live session. It's different from this one. Instead of beading together, I am always like talking about something. I talk a lot, right? And yeah, it's like having coffee together with some friends. Without, yeah, in that time, just talking about beads, not actually beading. So next Tuesday, it's 3 o'clock Central European time. Next Tuesday, I will tell you more about the new topic and the new source of inspiration and the material I will focus on. I hope that by then I will see a lot of different Luiselotte bracelets coming in. By the way, the name Luiselotte, it comes from a children's book, what I really loved when I was little. I don't know why did it pop into my mind, but somehow, yeah, it was a really cute book. And I just had to call this cute bracelet Luiselotte. Maybe some of my friends will actually know this. Can someone guess that which book, children's book, had a character named Luiselotte? There was actually a character named Louise and a character named Lotte in it. So when we do this final part of the bracelet, then it will pull the motifs closer to each other a little bit. So you have to calculate with a little bit of shrinking when you are calculating the size of the bracelet, okay? Not a lot, but like for sure like half to maybe 1 centimeter. Anna asks, Eric Kästner twins. Yes, yes indeed. It's somewhere here on my bookshelf. In the meanwhile, I moved through 3 more countries, but besides the vintage sewing machine of my grandma, also like literally hundreds of kilos of books move with me every time. I have to show you. I hope I can show it to you. Yeah, there it is. And even if I don't plan to read it anytime soon, but I can't throw away books which I enjoyed reading. Annika also has to go. Mariella too. Have a nice weekend, ladies. It was fun having you here. Enjoy your dinner and see you soon. Stay safe. Anna also, yeah, Anna guessed it right. A Kate Lotti in Hungarian. Indeed. What a nice book, right? I really loved it. So, and number 12. This time, well, I start beading around the edge of the bracelet, same thread path as before. And when I reach the connection between 2 motifs, there will be a little difference. I also put here some small details to make sure that you see it right. So instead of going through the number 11 and then going through the number 11 directly after a fire polished, you go down through a number 15, then to the number 11, and then you go up through the number 15 and you continue on the edge of the motif. Please don't pull this part too much, because there is a risk that your whole bracelet can wrinkle a bit. So be careful with your thread tension and this part. Lutka has to go. Take care, Lutka. Thank you for being here. Vanya, tell me about your sewing machine. I sew, and when I finish here, I will go back to making more face masks. Great. Thank you for doing that. It's so important these days. And about my sewing machine, I actually have 2 of them. And one sewing machine, the one I mentioned, which I drag all around different countries, it was the sewing machine of my grandma. But originally, it actually belonged to the, oh my God, I forgot if it was the mom or the grandmother of my grandma. But anyway, my grandma was not the first owner of this sewing machine. I remember that once when we when we calculated the age of the sewing machine with my grandma, when I was about like 10 years old, then the sewing machine was already like 100 years old. So now it must be like 100, 120, 130. So, and I'm not using it. The thread and everything, I left it the way how my grandma left it before she passed away. Both my grandparents, they were very important for me because I grew up with them, also with my mom, but I spent a lot of time with my grandparents, and I know how to sew with the sewing machine. My grandma taught me when I started to teach me when I was like 5, I think. But I don't use it anymore. The thread is like she left it, and the needle and everything, and it will stay like that. But I also have a new sewing machine, and I'm also making masks for our little household. Linda also has to go now, and Sylvia. Bye-bye, ladies. Stay safe. I am also looking forward to next week. Vanya asks, what's the brand? Wow, I don't remember because it's something with ST. I was looking at it today when I was like taking my shoes. It's not one of the big brands. It's not a Zinger, the old one. I don't know. I will check it for you. Oh, and Anna has the same, that she left her sewing machine as her grandma left it. So, and about the clasp, when you are adding the clasp and possibly an extension chain to the bracelet, then you will add it over the 2 fire polished beads on the edges, on the very furthermost points of the bracelet. So when you add the clasp, then you just pick up, sorry, I need a bit of water. So after exiting a combination of 15 BICONE 15, you pick up some more 15s. I picked up 2, then the clasp and 2 more 15s. And then I went further into the number 15 and BICONE and number 15. But if you have a different clasp, then it's very likely that you will have to adjust this part. And on the opposite side, I picked up a bunch of number 15s, and the last link of the extension chain, and I made a little loop. I went through the loop like 2 or 3 times to reinforce it, to make it stronger. Then I picked up 2 more number 15s, and then I went into the connection of 15 BICONE 15. And again, if you have a different clasp, then you can easily adjust this kind of connection. Vanya says, I have my grandmother 1886 Zinger, my modern sewing, and Sergio are Viking. Wow, what a collection. Let's agree to take a picture of our old sewing machines and show it to each other, okay? Andrea says, thank you, tot dinsdag. Tot dinsdag, Andrea. Take care. Petra, thank you, Erika. It was fun again. Have a nice weekend. See you Tuesday. Thank you for beading with me, Petra. Stay safe and take care. See you next week. So, ladies, I will also say goodbye. I don't want to keep you any further from your dinners or lunches, depending on the time zones at your homes. Please tell me now if you have any more questions, if there was something where you need a bit more explanation. And yeah, I am really looking forward to see all your designs. So I will post again, I will check again the PDF, but I think it's all right, just maybe the connections were slow. I will put the link again in a different post after I finish the broadcast. Please head over to my page and make sure to download the file during the weekend, because it will be available for free only for a limited amount of time. And I would like to mention you my special deal for the week. Every week we have something special prepared for you at thestorytellingjeweler.com. And this week it was public's choice, and the members of the Storytelling Beading Club could vote for the special deal what they wanted to have. So they chose that if someone places an order for 50 euros or more, then you will get a tutorial what you choose as a gift and a package of fire polished beads. And if you place an order for 100 euros or more, then you can choose 2 tutorials and you will get fire polished beads and purse as a gift from us. So head over to the storytellingjeweler.com and take advantage of this deal if you want to. We have a lot of fire polished ones. We have a lot of very nice glass cabochons in unusual colors, a lot of opals, a lot of matte. I also have handmade art quality cabochons. They are really worth to check out. And yeah, see you soon. On Tuesday, I will be waiting for you at with Coffee Time with Erika. It's 3 o'clock Central European Time. And I will tell you more about the topic and topic of the next month. And yeah, to go back to my April the 1st joke, even if Emma Watson is not really my ambassador, but I would like to ask you to be my ambassador. So please invite your friends to join us next week. Please tell them about the Storytelling Jeweler. Please show them the design you've made. Please share this video, tag your friends, whatever. Small companies like us can use any kind of support during these trying times. Thank you very much for beading with me. Stay safe, stay healthy, and see you very soon. Bye-bye.